Live streaming is on.
Hello. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Griff.
Hey guys.
So while we are waiting, maybe I was interested, Willie. I didn't see you at the last meetings. Hi, Ashley. Nice to see you again.
Which meeting today?
So the question was like, are we still experimenting with autopilot because it seems to be turned off for the production?
I didn't turn it off, and as far as I knew, we're still planning on using autopilot for emails. Did we ever turn it on in production?
So I'm gonna go there right now.
Okay, I seem to recall looking at it at one point and seeing that that emails were getting sent out. So I thought that it was live. But let's check it out right now. I kind of assumed that someone had gone in there and flipped the switch to turn it on. And then I thought I remembered hearing that emails had been wired up.
Yeah, because I wanted to test more notifications. For some reason, I think when somebody created a project, we did not get notified on Slack. Why, I cannot say. But I played around, and now it seems it works. Like if I can check the database if all new projects are shown now. But if you visit new projects in the Discord channel, you will see that these are the notifications for mainnet, right? And we now get new project notifications. So where was it? The dashboard. That is the dashboard. Journeys.
So I can't see it's turned
off.
Oh,
no, not here. Sorry, you're in another. It's just sharing this this one.
But do you see the?
So in segment, and see in segment, it's disabled.
So I think we just need to flip it on, and then emails will start going out. Mitch or Lauren, do you guys know, are the emails, are the journeys ready to go? I can check them out right now on autopilot.
They look pretty fine. I don't know if this works. This is what I added.
I see. Cool. That should work.
In theory, I just don't know if it's enough to say, hey, it's a webhook, and just give it a webhook. And I just want to see what Discord now gets.
See what it actually looks like, for sure.
Because in the end, I think we could even have a bot for that could do cool things.
Totally. And you can do the webhook stuff through segment too. So if for any reason this part doesn't work, we can send the event straight from segment to webhook. You can set up
definitely want to look more into webhooks in general, and this whole bot bit of business. It's pretty nice.
Cool. Let's flip on autopilot.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to hear what James has to say, because I don't know if that's why it's disabled, but yeah, let's flip it on. What can happen, right?
Totally. Yeah, we've tested those emails in staging.
In staging, they're very nice. Maybe the testers want to say something, like you also saw this. And I think I also interrupted you, Mitch, before. You wanted to give some feedback on the, no? Okay. But let me share my other tab then, because I showed you the wrong one. Autopilot, so here. So you see, this is project created. Now, this is the only thing I made. It's just a webhook that should go to a channel and write a message, which is probably the data of that project created.
Okay, well, I'll donate some XDAI right now, and we'll see if it works.
Ooh.
I like this bridging digital communities part of this one. Cool.
Thanks. Yeah, it's good. I had to up the server, so server costs, I like them.
Nice.
Be paid by the community. Did it work?
I'm waiting for the email, but the flow of donating is so nice with XI. Let's see if I get the email.
So this is just our old hook that worked here. All right. All right. Hey, James, we just switched on the segment hook for autopilot, and we were wondering why it was disabled. Just FYI. And welcome to the meeting.
I think it said that it hadn't been enabled for 23 days, I think I saw, which I think lines up. Yeah, I don't think it's been enabled since we launched, unfortunately. Maybe we all just assumed someone else was going to turn it on.
Maybe. All right, so at least now it's created, yeah. 23 days ago.
I don't know if it has the right key either. Let's see. It doesn't have the right API key.
Seven. It has 787D at the end.
Which is wrong.
Okay.
I can fix that though.
Oh, please.
They changed at the segment interface. There's some way to duplicate. Oh yeah, do you see this little download button? Yeah, you can just copy the settings from another destination. Okay, let me try another donation. It should work this time.
This should not be shared on YouTube. But this is the key here. Keys, correct?
So that one is different. So if you go to tracking, or if you go to app integrations, there's a separate one for segment, which is kind of confusing. But if you go to app,
all right,
and then click segment, you get a separate API key. That's why we had the wrong one in there, because it totally looks like it would be the right one.
Ah, okay.
And then see there's a separate API key there.
But that is as a segment. That is for destination. I think that's if you want to use segment as a destination. I don't know.
It is the one that we're supposed to use, because I even had to reach out to their
Okay.
I'm like, hey, we got it all set up and we're not getting emails. And yeah, they said this happens all the time. There's a key just for segment.
I updated it. And we can also like change the topic, which we're just waiting for you guys, Matteo and James.
Cool, thank you. Sorry, I am late. I was trying to connect with my phone and it wasn't working, so I ran back in. Yeah, okay, so I can start with my updates. This week I've had my head down in the bottom of this total donations not adding up issue, basically. So essentially what happened is at some point there was an issue reaching our node, our nodes, so both for mainnet and for XDAI. And so the amounts of each donation were not being converted into the US dollar amount and the Ether amount. And so basically I had an option to like manually go back through like the, I don't know, 50 or more donations that are there and calculate each of those values or whatever, or write a script to do that basically. And I figured that I can imagine something like this happening again in the future, that there's some problem whereby we need to calculate the amounts, the values of donations in different currencies and things like this. So I set to write the code basically to loop through the database and update all these things essentially. And that turned out to be a deeper rabbit hole than I expected. It's quite complicated, I would say. And I am at a point where I'm like, I thought I was finished already, but I found a problem again. So like I will probably be finished tomorrow, I would say, like very soon, basically. And that means that I can then run that on the database and it will calculate all those values for all donations. And we can do that at any stage in the future also if there's problems with this kind of stuff. So that's mostly what I've been working on. I felt like this was an urgent issue because on the live website, when people were making donations, it wasn't totaling the donations correctly for projects. And so I really didn't look at much else. I tried to keep the blinkers on basically for this. So that's pretty much my update. Otherwise, yeah, I moved some issues into the spread backlog that we can discuss later, but that's about it for me for now. Is Mateo here yet?
Yeah, I was having also trouble to get in. My computer was with 0% battery, and yeah, everything was really slow. So my updates are mainly related to the search and filter and all of the stuff that you left working. I styled, made it a little bit better. Push everything to staging. What Merlin made, and I'm not sure what. There were many issues that were in the backlog that I tried to finish them all. Mitch made some great feedback that I noticed. I tried to respond to every of them. I'm still not done with those. I will try to do it today and update staying as soon as possible. So after that, I think that's all the feedback that the testing session has. If anyone has great feedback on any of those issues, do it, and I'll fix them before updating live. So I don't know if we can make it maybe today, or it's more reliable to do it tomorrow. If anyone makes another I don't know issue or feedback related with mainly, I added some pop-ups for when you don't have enough funds, and some stuff in the donation flow is better. Now it's showing the icons of the token you are donating to. The gas issue that we've mentioned last week is also fixed. Yeah, there are many little details that will make the UX better. Mitch made some great feedback, as I said, and yeah, that's it. Maybe it's, I don't know, what do you think, James? Should I push it today, or we can do it tomorrow for to give more space for people to test?
I mean, it's Sunday evening. Like generally speaking, after the meetings, I don't really do much on Sundays. So I mean, I would say tomorrow, unless there's a push for it, basically.
Perfect. So that's it for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who wants to give an update?
Sorry, I just want to inform you that we have on the US Trace site, we have to stop some API that we promised you about rates. If you remember, we provide an API that by transaction hash we give you the rate. Do you use that API? Do you remember?
We were using that API,
James?
and I think we do use that API. And I would need to check in the code if that's where the problem was, or if we were using it for something else. Yeah, I forgot we were using that at some point actually, and yeah, I don't know. I would need to go and look. I know that we definitely are using it for something, or we were using it for something. And I'm just questioning now if the cause of the problem was that API, because I thought that it was the nodes essentially. Yeah, I don't know. I need to check that.
You know, we have to close that API, and we just need to cache transactions related to trace. We need to just cache those transactions. And in case you want to get the rates from US Trace, I don't know whether it's possible for you to get the transaction time yourself, or I don't know, relying on Etherscan. Does it give?
For Giveth Trace, can we get rates for XDAI also for Honey swap? Honey and for
No.
Wrap
No.
Dexter? Yeah. Okay.
No, we have few tokens that supported. They are listed if you want to see. Yeah, I don't know. We query HoneySwap directly. We query what's the service?
Uniswap?
Crypto compare.
Crypto Compare.
Yeah, we query Crypto compare directly. Maybe it works for you. I don't know. I haven't tested that. If you send any new token, whether it works or not, I'm not sure whether we have filters closed yet or not. But my main point is that we cannot provide the service by transaction hash. You should provide the timestamp yourself, not the transaction hash anymore. Is it okay for you? Because we want to close that API.
You want to close that API?
Yeah, we want to close because we don't want to accept transaction hash from outside. We just crash this transaction from generated from activities and to give us trace.
Yeah. Yep. So I feel a little bit, to be honest, I feel a little bit like maybe I actually forgot about this endpoint, even though I implemented calling this endpoint before for saving donation. And I'm also not exactly sure if and how we are using it right now. So I feel a little bit like I can't speak like very confidently about how we are using it right now. But I know that like we definitely, like the solution I implemented is essentially I create like an adapter for Uniswap and for HoneySwap. And there's like just one single facade, like one adapter that we deal with. And depending on like the from token and the to token, like the adapter deals with like which exchange to call. Should it call Uniswap or should it call HoneySwap or whatever, right? So like there's an abstraction built at the moment so that we don't need to care about which chain it's on, and therefore which exchange we go to get the price, basically. So I quite like the solution I built. I really like it, actually. I think it's really useful, and I think it scales really well for any EVM chain, basically, because it gives like an API where it doesn't care about which chain it is. I'm a little bit concerned myself that I hope I didn't build something that was unnecessary, essentially, because it has been quite an effort, I would say, to do so. And for this reason, I don't feel great about that, like, to be honest. But I'm happy I did it anyway.
How about making an issue, and on that issue you make it sure that you don't use that API, because if after we close that API, it doesn't matter for you. I just want to show that if you eventually close that API, your application is able to work as before. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we are using the API right now, right? And like, and I'm also pretty sure that.
So can you please stop using that, or just using another one that the timestamp, not transaction hash?
It's no problem, and this is. I mean, the thing is that like the way to get the price is always you need timestamp, right? Because like you're getting a historical price. So I'm very confident that we can send a timestamp instead of a transaction hash, for sure. And let me get back to you on whether we are using or will continue to use that API. I will definitely let you know.
Please, I just suggest creating an issue and assign that to you or Matthew or someone who will check that and replace that call.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have an issue that's open right now that I'm working on it, so I'll just add it to that issue.
Thank you. Sorry for getting your time.
Don't be sorry, ever. I mean, we always have time for you, and it's important to talk about this. Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, is there any other updates or anything else you want to talk about before we talk about the sprint?
I just had 2 things on here. Maybe this relates to the sprint stuff, but if we have anything updated about the quality score, if we can start documenting it, or if anybody's already working on that. And then on the board, there's an issue with you, James, 334, just a black rectangle.
Yeah.
I tested it. I didn't move it. It was like a pretty minor like graphical issue. So just make a note, look at it. If you judge it's worth your time to go back and fix it.
Yeah, I did leave a comment. I did leave a comment
Okay.
on this. I did leave a comment on the issue, and the comment says something like that. I looked at the issue and I tried to fix it, and it became something like, all right, I'm now like half an hour looking at this and I haven't managed to fix it, and it's a default behavior for the Brave browser.
Yeah.
And I don't know how important it is. Like it felt to me like if you don't really want to push it hard, I would be happy to just like
Let's just move it. Let's just
Yeah.
move it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. And then yeah, with the quality score, if there's anything around that we can start writing down.
Yeah, there is a documentation of the quality score. There's an issue in GitHub for this already. If you just search for quality score in the issues there, you'll find it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So Mitch, are you interested in working on some code for this?
Yeah. Like I'm still trying to get that Postgres and everything working, and
Cool.
yeah. So I'm interested. Yes.
I think that's a pretty simple task, and I'd be happy to help you with that if you want. I mean, if you get Postgres up and running, then let me know.
It works. Yeah.
It does work?
Yeah, I had to go into super user and make a new database and transfer ownership, and it works now.
Sounds like fun. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can talk about that then. Cool. So I moved some issues into the sprint backlog that are just like, I don't know, ideas that I would have for what to work on the sprint. Most of them are small issues. Yeah, I don't know. Is that you sharing a screen?
Yeah, that's me.
Cool.
I also, I don't think I didn't move anything too exciting, so just continue. I can follow up.
Yeah, I mean, I did some testing also like around, and like I also feel like there's just like a few small issues that would be nice to kind of tidy up, like little fixes and things that would make things a little bit more smooth. So I don't know, like I didn't really see like any like big sort of functionality coming in for the sprint. I would expect like the next big changes to come with the Giveth implementation. Having said that, I didn't go through all of these tickets in detail. So yeah, I would just start picking up these tickets as soon as I'm finished what I'm working on, basically. And if there's anyone who has some kind of function or issue that they would think should be in the sprint and it's not in the sprint backlog, then add it and put it near the top, I would say.
Yeah, I'm also looking through here. I can take some issues. I think I don't have any now, except that one, but yeah, we kind of solved it in other ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. And yeah, this one, but this one got pushed to you, James. If you say there's not too much functionality, it might be too big but if you want to close out with something for this sprint, that's also a good one, I guess.
Yeah, I'm working on this. Like I tried to merge this and it was a total disaster. And
oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like I feel like I would like to clean this stuff up like before kind of taking on new issues, really.
So maybe we do a fresh one. Maybe just too old. Because you
just
know,
leave it as it is, because like that would be very useful for me. Like while I'm actually trying to do this, right? Like even if I can merge it, like I can go through and look at the code changes and like get some tips and things like this.
So the way I wanted to do is just work on one issue type at one time and fix them, and basically start with unused imports because they're very easy to fix and should not break anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, even if that breaks stuff, I also can take another go, and we can take it really light and just remove a few errors at the end of each cycle. That's also possible.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, maybe we should have like at the end of each sprint, like a day or something, like when things go for user testing, for example, that like we start working on this kind of stuff, or like before we deploy or something, like sort of a cleanup day, something like this.
It would be good. It's really hard to see now, even if the document you're currently working on has any errors, because there are so many warnings. There are warnings. They're not errors. I should say that all is working.
Right. Cool.
And also, you, Matteo, if there's something that you feel like you don't want to do anymore, or like a little thing, you can also assign stuff to me if you want. But I'll have a look as well now.
Yeah, I think there are some mobile-related issues that Chris made like a couple of weeks ago. I think they are in new issues. I'm not sure where, but they are assigned to me. If you have the time, you can take a look at them. Yeah, those. I think those are the ones. And I'm planning for this week, maybe take a look at the rich text functionality for the projects and the updates. I think that's a feature that many people have been asking and should have kind of a priority for now. So maybe I'll start some researching on that. Rich text formatting for
yes.
and adding videos and images and everything.
Yeah, I actually like totally happy for you to do that. I just actually added my name to that ticket today.
Okay.
But happy for you. But I'm really happy for you to do it if you want, Matteo. I think you might be better suited. And actually, I really wanted to talk to Merlin, because I think his name was on this issue already. So I don't know if he was looking into this or if he's made some progress on this. So maybe sync with him.
Okay,
also.
I'll take a look. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I will search for it and see what's the latest.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's what Danny was talking about before, like about being able to have like a rich text editor or something like this. But I think her main motivation was that she really wants to have images and videos embedded, right? So, I mean, I think last time I was saying a low-hanging fruit might just be an extra field for like video or something like that. But
yeah, I want to take a look at the editor, something like GitHub does, which is really awesome. That you paste a link and it instantly relates it to what's being uploaded. So that could be cool if we do it like GitHub does.
Yep, totally. Cool. Other than that, is there anything else?
Maybe one question. Would you just, so when we want to clean the database, because you shouldn't really do it, how do you do it actually? Do you go on the server directly, or do you also use something like dbeaver to maybe like set disable for a project, or how do you kick projects out of the?
Basically go into the database using dbeaver or some other tool, and then update the status ID of the project from 5 to 2. Basically. So like that would basically remove it. Yeah.
So 2 is disabled.
2 is disabled, yeah. I mean, all of what the status codes are is documented in the GitHub issue. If you search for project status ID, then you'll find a listing of this.
Ah, great. Cool. Thanks. So I can do that for you if you want, so you don't have to.
What is which? What are you referring to?
In general, if there is a project creeping up that needs disabling, you shouldn't have to do it. So I can do that from now on. So anybody can just ping me for if you want a project unlisted.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have the clearest guidelines for that yet, like as an internal compass. We should talk about these and expand them, because I think also these like one-liner, no status image projects might be a contender for disabling. I'm not sure, but you know what I mean. Like, where's the line between just a shitty project description and something that's an outright scam?
What I've been doing is just kind of posting it in the DevOps or the new projects, and then we can just make a group decision. And then I can, like, I tag either James or I can tag you in there, and then we can talk about it and make the call.
Yeah, tag me to definitely for disabling, and yeah, we can decide together. That's good. Like I said, now at least the hook seems to work, so we get notified on new projects channel. It's a bit noisy in there, so I think for those people who were hoping this is a channel to actually discuss something, yeah, maybe it's too noisy.
I would actually agree that it's a little bit too noisy. I mean, I just in that, like, from my perspective, I've managed to filter them out somehow. I don't really react to them, you know what I mean, so much. That could just be me or something, but I feel like it's just because it was overload or it was too much noise or something. For example, like, do we need like notifications going in there for like test environments and things?
We don't. That's not happening at all. It's just everything that happens on live.
Everything that happens. Okay.
It could be argued that we don't need donations, but it's a great proof of life sign, and it's also making people happy.
I think it's great to see all the action happening on live.
And I maybe just proposing to have it not in that same channel. That was actually because that was the purpose of the channel, was to have a channel to discuss new projects, to like onboard new orgs and stuff. And so maybe just have a notifications room. Like, I can make all that.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that when I've been testing, I've been getting notifications in Discord. Like,
yes, but that's another channel. That's a
different channel. All right.
Segment minus dev is the name of the channel. Okay. Or actually, I can even show my whole screen. It's always very dangerous to share your entire screen. All your private keys, they're usually in clear text, just on a desktop. You browse over, somebody steals your funds. So this is
again.
This is new projects, and new projects has the one from live. So here somebody, and these did not work until a few days ago. I changed a little bit on segment, and also I'm not even clear why we get these. It should only give us project created, but never mind. We do get all, and that's good as well. So these are the new projects on main. These are the nations on main, and there's another channel here, segment dev. So I should probably do something like segment prod or notifications.
Yeah. I mean, we could just turn off notifications for segment dev, right? And then if we need it, then go in there or something.
Well,
if you don't want to do the work, right?
This is already done, so it's like there's nothing more we need to do. It's just here we see that our donation system works, and we can the notification system works, and we can also make changes to the notification system and test it easily. So that's why I can make it more hidden, I guess.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not complaining, but saying like maybe there was too many notifications or too much noise. But I'm just saying that, like,
all right, let's do it like this.
Extra,
I put it in this category, or that's maybe not the good category. I don't know if it's active, if it's archived, but So let's make a category. Uninteresting. Oh, and it's a private category, and there we can. So, all right. Now. All right. And so, because the new project should stay like that, but I will move the notifications out into its own channel. And then we kind of have the DevOps channel, that's a bot channel, and this other one I will put here. I guess still here? Yeah, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody wake up. It's Easter Sunday. Good day. It's the Easter
Holy
rabbit. Did it come already?
I'm going to church right after this, fellas.
Nice.
Good man.
Praise Moloch. I also
Say
got
a prayer for
church.
us.
Praise Moloch. No, it's so
Alrighty.
funny that like the time difference, you know, like I'm so tired always at this. It's like the end of the afternoon, and it's like the sun is getting low, and you guys have to get up and do all the work still.
Exactly.
So are we meeting here again? Like stay in this room? Should I keep the stream running then, Laura?
No, shut it off and do a new one so that's easier for me to organize them.
All right.
Thank you.